All right, let's take the bird to the next level, and that's getting paid. I told you guys before that I was a wholesaler, I wasn't even the wholesaler. I wasn't even the guy. I was the acquisitions guy that was helping the other investors make money. I would be the one cold calling, going out to the properties, walking the hoarder houses, getting them under contract, negotiating those prices, and then on the back end, finding the buyers and selling those deals to the buyers. I just was doing it with somebody else funding the marketing budget. But I learned the skill set and I got access to my first deal where I used hard money to close and then a DSCR loan to refinance and execute the BRRRR strategy. Because of where I was starting out, I had an existing network of wholesalers, real estate agents, other investors. I went to business meetings and business meetups and found financial advisors and CPAs and accountants and other business owners. When you start talking about money, people start listening. When you start telling people that you have access to money, people won't know who to call. If you're the plug, if you're the connect, if you're the person that's able to get people what they need and you deliver and you give value and service and you hold people accountable to the timelines and you understand what your guidelines are so you don't get into a deal that's going to put you over your skis or put your clients in a bad situation, then you're going to be the one they think of. And really, this business is just about collecting documents and facilitating communication, being the quarterback of a transaction and getting it to close. That's how you get paid. So the top five frequently asked questions about hard money and DSCR loans. These are the things that you need to master when you're talking about hard money and DSCR loans. I will tell you right now, you're not going to make any money or make any commissions brokering these loans without being able to answer any questions. Okay? While I made everything easy to understand, it took years of practice on being able to deliver how to say things and being able to say it over and over again in order to give that kind of certainty. Okay. So let's run through these. What are the key differences between hard money and DSCR loans? Well, hard monies are short-term loans, they're asset-based, while DSCR loans are long-term permanent financing. But they're both based off of the deal. You can close with both in the name of your LLC without having to provide any tax returns or proof of income to qualify. What are the typical interest rates and terms for each loan? We went over that earlier in the presentation. You're looking at anywhere between, it says 8 to 15%. You can buy down, you can borrow less money. You can work with private money lenders that can get that low. Going up as high as 15%, that's a smaller size deal, smaller loan amount to get that 15%. Most of the time we're looking at 10.5 to 13%. While DSCR loans, they're 30-year loans. They go up and down just the same as the other 30-year counterparts. I can tell you right now they're about a point to a point and a half higher than their conventional counterparts, while still holding to the rule if the cash flows, the cash flows. Do DSCR loans require personal income verification? I think we answered that a few times. Nope, no, it doesn't. What is the DSCR ratio? Well, if a cash flow is a cash flows, a 1.0 cash flow would mean that it's breaking even. We want to see a 1.1, a 1.2, 1.3 that would be 10, 20, 30% higher in return than what their fixed expenses are. And when is it appropriate to use hard money versus DSCR loan in the BRRRR strategy? Hey, that's what we've talked about all night tonight. Understanding where the hard money loan comes into play, when the property's rent ready, and then refinancing. This is what we're going to master when you really want to take that sales conversation to the next level. Because here's the thing. I'm going to stop the share for a second so you guys can get me super serious on this. You're going to start telling people that you have access to money. You're going to start telling people that you can get them money for their deals. And a lot of crazy stuff is going to come your way. I know because it's happened to me time and time again every single day. There's opportunities that come. I turn down a lot more deals than I do. I have to because some of these things just don't fit the box. So we have to adjust here, and we have to remember, especially if you guys are wholesalers, we have to this is how I view the business. Okay. The same way as I would be a wholesaler, the same way that I would be as any other consultant, I have two clients on every deal. I have my investor clients who need the money, and I have my lender clients who have the money. Who do I want to favor more in any one deal? Well, I could tell you that there's an investor born every single day. There's a new investor born every single day. And providing a product that is open to newbies, it's okay to lean more in favor on the lender's side. So that's where I came up with, and maybe not even me, but it's the new golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rules. So you have to act like the lender. So act like it is your money, even if you are the broker. You got to be able to qualify what the opportunity looks like before you even take the next step. So when I showed you that process beforehand in that preliminary conversation, the prelim terms, when we ask those questions, how much are you looking to make on the deal? How long have you been doing this? Do you have how much cash do you have access to? What's your credit look like? Those are the first four questions. Then you're going to need to peel back the onion a little more to see exactly what everything else looks like so that you can qualify the deal. And next week, when we're working through the boot camp, we're going to go through all of that. And then you want to take control. You're the show. You're the one that's getting everybody paid. So everybody should be listening to you, and you're the one setting the rules. You're the one that is dictating the guideline, the timelines, and you're sticking to it. Even as a broker, even as a communication facilitator, you have to understand your guidelines as if you are the lender. All right, and so this is just some proof in the pudding here. How much money can you make? Well, you're making points, percentage of the loan amount. You can see things on here like 2409, 2940, 2928, 3030, 2580, 2681, 2405, 2640. These are all hard money and DSCR loans. Okay. What would one deal, just even one half of the total deal, because this is, one of these is hard money and the other side is the DSCR. So the goal is to treat the client well, have them have an amazing experience up front that they want to use you on the back end. So what would one half of one deal do for you? Go ahead and put that in the comments right now. What would you use an extra 3,000, 2,500? What would you put that towards in your existing business or for your lifestyle? What would you do?